Hi everyone, Eric with Auto Replay, and back again. I got my little helper. Where's she at? There she is, down there. Say hi. Say hi. You on camera? Okay, she's not much for talking this morning, I guess, right now. You want to say hi to people? No? Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's what we get right there. So anyway, yeah, we just went for a little walk and came back to check on this 04 SLK, which got a pretty good wash. Yesterday, it's been sitting in the back for a while. Still got some sap and whatnot in some areas, and there's a little paint correction. And I got to doing some research on this car because, you know, when I bought it from Copart, it only had 100,000 miles. I was like, okay, well, it looks like it just needs a front bumper. Should be pretty simple, right? Well, ended up being a little bit more, and I'll post it in the description when I actually did the research on autoauctions.io. This car actually had some water flood damage, and it makes sense now because I'll start it up in a minute, but like the seats were all rusted out, the door lock actuator, you can tell it got water in it. It's, you know, it's got some serious issues, more than I was thinking. So let's see, we'll go ahead and pop it in here. And you know, if you look, I already got this other seat out, but you can see here, I mean, it's like, you can tell, you know, with this too, I mean, water got all up in here, and I mean, all this is rusted down here. I mean, this seat was just like this, I don't know, just fell apart. I took this seat out already, and you can see, like, there's a little bit of rust down in there. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start a new series, the Copart SLK flood car. And there's a lot of stuff in the trunk right now, but we're gonna crank her up, and because I put a charge on a used battery, so let's see if it works any, and go from there. You ready, baby? Okay. Grab her in a minute. Battery might be okay. And I think every light is on. You got a check engine light, the SRS light, the airbag light, the ABS light's on, the BAS ESP light is on. Which we could try to see if it'll go away by turning the steering wheel back and forth. And I also got the code for the radio, which I had to look up. I don't know if it's gonna go away. It's probably more in detail than that. But been working on this piece here that goes underneath this plastic piece. We'll look at putting that in, and we'll edit that out. And then cleaning all this up right here. I may see about actually putting some kind of vinyl wrap right here. You know, this looks like it's okay. We need to clean all the carpet. Probably get some stain carpet paint. We'll end up painting that glove box, this, getting it all cleaned up. Alrighty, yeah, it's only got 101,000 miles on it, and yeah, we'll go through it. We'll get it fixed up, you know, where it should be. And we'll take this out, put the vinyl wrap down there. Does that come on? Okay. We'll put the code in for this. Get that working. All right. Well, I'll be back. Oh yeah, then we got to rebuild these hydraulic cylinders. That's got to be rebuilt. Needs a AC compressor on it. And we're gonna go for a ride. See y'all. You ready to go for a ride, baby? At least the AC works, man. Oh my god, the AC is super cold. I hate to have to put a compressor clutch on it, but you know, at least we know it'll work. I mean, it is so cold. The windows work good. I don't know about this window. Something may be up with that. Maybe that, I'll try to get in that side. Oh, there it goes. That one works. Cool. And we're off. So I'm kind of glad, like, this thing shifts and drives. It just needs a little love. It's gonna take more than I wanted. And then but I got the skills to pay the bills. This car just wanting to come towards me, I guess. Hey everyone, Autoplay. I want to show you this autoauctions.io. When I actually did the research for the 2004 SLK Mercedes-Benz 320, and what I did not see from Copart, because I'm in Tallahassee. I actually bought this from Jacksonville, which is 2.5 hours away, and just looked at the description thinking that I just needed a front bumper based on the pictures, you know. And I'll show you what I've seen and how I use autoauctions.io. I mean, this is kind of the afterwards, you know, how I found my mistake. And because I figured, you know, started buying them in a different location down in Miami and got better deals. But I'll show you what I've seen on Copart and what you may want to look at. But the thing about it is doing your research on the autoauctions.io, and it will tell you the whole history about the car, especially if it's been to a salvage auction before, and that's what you need to know. So here is the 04 SLK on autoauctions.io, and I basically paid for a limited number of reports. I think it was like $75 for like
I have to look up what the number is. Probably like $45, and it's really worth it if you're gonna be buying from Copart. So I'll show you, like, this is like the pictures, you know, that I've seen on Copart, and body looks good. You know, interior looks decent. You know, you can kind of see a little bit of the rip right here in the seat, but it doesn't look terrible. Just dusty engine. You know, the 101 miles, like that. The car actually looks okay, and it was a run and drive. Engine start has keys, and the thing about it was a clean title. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, looks like it's just needs a front bumper. So that's what I paid for it. And the thing about the autoauctions.io, I mean, it keeps a history of, like, you know, what the seller was declining at the time. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I wanted to get it, so I went ahead and, you know, bid higher than the 1050 right here. And if I would have had this autoauctions.io, I would have been able to look up the sales history from 2 years ago. And if you click here, this actually has the car when it first originally came to Copart, and it was not run and drive, the engine did not start, has keys, the bumper's on there, this mirror's on there, like, it was a complete car. But this tells so much more of the history. I mean, just look at this. I mean, if I would have seen that, I would be like, oh no, that is not the car for me. I mean, this thing must have had water in it, mowed terribly, been sitting up for a while. Somebody went through and cleaned it up. I mean, the engine looks about the same. I mean, they don't have the mileage on it, so it makes me wonder, you know, was it 90,000 miles? I mean, look at this. I mean, just look at how dirty it is. And so somebody got it running, and they took the bumper and the mirror off, and then they took it back to Copart and, you know, sold it as a run and drive, which it did. When I got it here, it drove, but it didn't shift. So that's where my other video comes in place, where it actually shows fixing the brake, the ABS sensor on the right wheel here, and that's probably from the water damage where it messed up the connection for that. So when I fixed that, then it shifted fine. So it's that kind of stuff. I mean, this thing must have had water up prior to, you know, probably past it where the bottom of the seat is. I mean, it had to go through it, or it was a flood or something, because it shows it right here. I don't know why it still has a good clean title with water flood. And I don't know if somebody left the roof open, you know, and it just got water in the floorboard. It makes me wonder, for it to look like this, I mean, water was definitely in it pretty bad. It makes me think that the roof was off. It was down, and somebody, you know, it just leaked inside for all this mold to be here and not really necessarily here. I mean, that makes me think that it rained inside of here, you know, and it probably got all water here. So that makes sense for it to rain in here, then back in the trunk. The roof was probably down. It had to be. I mean, because the dash doesn't look that bad. This doesn't look that bad down here as much as all of this. I mean, all of this is water just sitting for a long time, and not, you know, if they would have probably taken the time to get it, you know, dried out properly, it would probably be fine. But I don't know. Who knows what really happened? So that's the history that I found out on it, and that's why it's in the condition that it is. So, you know, if you go to this autoauctions.io, it is definitely worth it. I mean, it is definitely worth the money to spend if you're going to start doing, you know, buying cars from Copart. It helps out to know what the history is. I mean, because, you know, just seeing this third party here, I mean, you know, it's not an insurance agent. This is somebody besides the insurance company selling the car. So it makes you kind of wonder, like, okay, there's no telling what they're really doing to sell this. It can be any individual private seller that's gonna try to pawn this car off on the auction. So that's what I had to spill about, and I'll put a link down below for the autoauctions.io. And happy hunting. All right, bye bye.